Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Stooge Experience, the show where our takes are reckless, our parlays are hopeless, and let's face it, your paychecks are riding on a backup quarterback you couldn't even name. I'll be leading the absolute stoogery for debauchery as well, and then my counterpart is probably going to have something that pissed him off this week. Probably
Yeah,
not.
yeah. Thank God, whoever went into the Eagles locker room and shot the positivity rabbit in the back of the head, I'll give you $100 cash right now if you own up to it and if you have video proof. So, reach out. That's waiting for you. Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, whatever you need. However you got to do it. I'll send it by
Carry
rabbit.
pigeon?
I'll
Oh,
send
bye,
it by
Rob.
rabbit. Rabbit fucking hop cross country. Birds are shit. I said it in Dallas. They died in Dallas. Everyone's like, man, it's one game. You don't lose that bad. Okay. It's all going to unravel. It's 2023 all over again. Now, am I surprised? A little bit because they had been doing okay. But coming into this year, I saw the schedule, I saw the team, and I said 12-5, but could totally be 11-6. Where we're sitting right now is you beat the Raiders, you beat the Commanders twice because they're fucking dead in the water. You lose to the Bills, and guess what you are? 11-6.
11-6.
It's almost as if I know this ball club. Okay?
Good point.
I know it like the back of my hand. They'll go in there, they'll get first rounded by somebody, or they'll win the Super Bowl. One of the two. They're not gonna
No
make the
between.
NFC Championship game and then lose. They're going to probably pull Tampa first round on some BS,
Or Carolina.
or someone. Well, one of those guys might have a home game, so maybe not. Eagles should still win the division, but the problem is they're gonna pull one of most likely Lions, Niners, Seahawks, Rams in some like iteration
Yeah.
of, if the Rams aren't the 1 seed because the Seahawks are, then they'll be like the,
Two seed or
the
something like that.
5 seed or because they can't
Oh,
be
yeah.
because they can't win a division. So then if you're the Eagles and you're the 2 seed or the 3 seed, you get to play the 6 seed or the 7 seed, which totally could be a Rams or a Seahawks or a Niners or a Lions, and then you're like, fuck. But then if you win at home, the Philly Dogs come out, everyone's hyped, Lane Johnson's back, Jalen Carter's back, then you go on the run. You probably win the damn Super Bowl again. And then everyone's going to be like, dang, Jalen Hurts is good, but he's also shit. And then we'll do this whole thing again next year, and he'll throw like 3 picks in a game, and they'll be like, we told you he's shit. And then he'll win Super Bowl MVP again, and we'll be like, oh my gosh, here we fucking keep going. Whole
Sign
song
him
and
to an
dance.
extension.
But
And
the
then
one thing, I was going to be really, really mad today,
Mm-hmm.
but then I saw the positivity rabbit got killed, and that did brighten my spirit. There's a world where we're back now.
Yeah, you took his spirit.
Yeah,
So
there's a world where
you-
we're back. Once I saw that there was a positivity rabbit in the locker room, it was GG. It's over.
So
We're done because we're making shit up now.
So when you like you said, this ball club like the back of your hand. When you're saying, "Hey, we might be an 11-6 ball club," did you have in the back of your mind like there might be like a positivity rabbit?
I didn't
here?
think that. I thought that it would
Yeah.
just be a little bit tougher. Teams are every game's a Super Bowl for the other team, and the schedule was hard. Like it's like you got to do Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos. You got to play the Bills. You have to play the whole of the. Oh gosh, you still have to play the Rams again.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, this is annoying. You got to go to Tampa, which you can never win in Tampa. And it's just like, I was like, all right, I could see you have to play the NFC North, so that means Bears and Packers and Lions. I was like, I could see us losing an easy 5. You always have a black magic.
Sure.
It seems like I'm not going to speak too early.
Yeah.
It was a black magic Dallas game.
Could be.
But there is still the Commander. 2 games against the 3-10 Commanders on the Carbs screams black magic. It screams like one of those games in Washington. It's just gonna be the trolliest shit that you've ever seen in your fucking life.
I'm just gonna set the stage. So we got, like you said, they're eliminated. They got nothing to play for. They bring out the All Blacks.
Yep.
President number 47 is up in the suite. He's on the call with Velma, doing his thing. Number 5, his elbow is literally hanging on by a thread.
Yep.
And he somehow willfully throws for like 315 and a last second win. And it's just like,
it's like, why do I even bother?
Yeah. Why
do I even bother being here?
Yeah, like why?
What's the point of this whole thing?
AJ Brown will get his. He'll get like 12 catches for,
Here's what I'll say about AJ Brown. I haven't heard a lot from him.
No, he's been pretty quiet.
Lost 3 straight. Oh, hey, got mine. Hey, got my targets, touchdown in all the games. Hey, it's pretty fun. Yeah, it's just fucking bullshit is what it is.
Hey,
Okay.
almost had a touchdown.
Yeah, catch it.
Almost, just.
Oh my gosh, man.
Did
It's
you?
like, of course there's no media trouble about AJ Brown when he's now catching like 8 to 10 passes a game, getting a touchdown, 100 yards. We're 0-3. He don't give a fuck.
Hey, I need that 1,000, and I
Said,
need.
I need mine, bro. I'm like, dude, that's why I knew that this shit. It was, oh, man. Honestly though, I can't remember who said it in our group chat, but I know they egged his house, but maybe maybe we should be taking that to another level here. I'm not going to say to do anything, but I don't think the message was clear enough.
So you co-sign what Mad Mel Kiper was saying after the Packers drafted Jordan Love. Maybe we take this thing up another notch.
Yeah, because I've never even seen. It's like I know what is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they run like a cool little toss, so they run a cool little thing. They get some yards, and then they go inside zone. AJ Brown deep ball, incomplete, punt. And I'm like, oh my gosh, man, I've fucking seen this play. They lead the league in 3 and outs. How is it possible?
I've never seen an NFL team to where I look at the offense this late in the season and I still don't see an actual scheme. I just see plays that the guy looks at.
Yep.
Patula, I can't remember who it was on social media. It was one of the pundits. Brought up a great point. I think it was a former player. He said, have you ever noticed every offensive coordinator or head coach calls plays always has a pencil with him and he's writing down what plays are working, what tendencies. Patula doesn't have that. He doesn't have anything to take notes.
I think the biggest thing, and I don't know if this is a Jalen thing. I don't think it is because I've seen
Jalen
it not be this way. I'm not even talking about accuracy. The Eagles, the thing that's been pissing me off too. I feel like they get to the line with like 8 seconds left. There's no time to look and diagnose. And I know it can't be Jalen reading the plays off because it's been like that. Because how many times have you watched? It was literally the playoff game against the Rams last year. How many plays that Jalen checked into because he had time at the line. He has 15 seconds to stand there and look and see, okay, hey, I'm going to run QB bash over there to the other side, and I'm going to score from 45 yards out because he saw it and he checked to it, and boom, it works. But I swear they get to the line, and there's like 5 seconds left already, and then they snap it, and then it's just like the shittiest hitch routes that you've ever seen, or it's A.J. Brown just fucking jogging across the field like a sack of potatoes.
Like a positivity rabbit, just kind of...
Yeah, I'm like, dude, how long does it take to call the play, man? Just look at coach suggestions box on Madden and just pick one, and then let Jalen change the play for all I care.
Maybe that's the upgrade. Okay, so now the Eagles, because they got the tablet. We get a modified one from Big Dom. It's got Ask Madden Playbook.
Oh, not bad.
Now Patula looks at it.
Looks at Big Dom, and Big Dom says, press Y.
A second, he's got a gun to the back of his head. Oh,
I hope it was Big Dom that fucking...
I think Big Dom
back and whacked him.
I think Big Dom whacked him. I think he's at the bottom of the sea here,
Bottom of the river, sure.
Yeah.
He fell funny. It's like, yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Fucking blast his ass.
Who was it that added it? Because they asked Sirianni, and he said, "You know me, I don't go."
I actually don't know. I didn't know the story of it. I just saw that little picture of it, and I'm like, we gotta be trolling. Like, we have to be trolling. This cannot be real.
They asked Saquon about it because I thought it was AI generated. Because
did they bring it to LA and put it in that locker room? Or
that's my question.
Or did they get back to Philly and then they went to practice? They went to the first day of practice. And they said, "We gotta deflate this thing, man. We can't do it anymore."
I think
there's no way they brought it. No way that was somebody's job over the weekend to bring the rabbit and to blow it up in the opposing locker. There's just no way that somebody was tasked with that. That Jeff Lurie is paying a salary for somebody to carry around a bunny rabbit, an inflatable bunny rabbit, to games to bring positivity to the locker room.
What if, to save money though, you have the one in Philly and then you just go to Home Depot and buy one for that locker room for the game and just leave it there? Probably $50.
Yeah, probably. It couldn't have been that much. Jeez.
I think getting that thing across country is more expensive than buying a new one.
Those guys.
But then where's the positivity with it?
And then I see the other side of the game. Obviously, the positive Eagles fans, which are few and far between right now, are like, man, we had 5 turnovers and, it took overtime to beat us, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, sure, but like,
Yeah.
it shouldn't have even happened. Like, you should have just won by 20 then. What are we talking about? We probably shouldn't go to OT when you have 8 sacks against the Chargers. I mean, those guys couldn't block me out there.
I mean, I just couldn't understand. So I've had the prediction throughout the entire year that, first of all, this is the last year of the tush push. I thought the Eagles were going to ride that thing until it was dead. Like, I thought this was.
They don't even run it anymore.
No, because they got the ball taken away. Like, somebody finally hit the ball out. I was wondering when it was going to happen. I predict that at the end of the season, they're going to come out and they're going to say that Jalen has a shoulder injury with his thrown arm. Like, the way he's driving the football, I mean, he doesn't look certain with where the patterns are. So there's not really like a scheme. They're not telling him like, hey, here's what we're trying to read here. Like there's no, you know what I mean? Like there's no quarterback read, like the 1 to 2 to check down.
Yeah.
And it was apparent because I don't know. See, here's the problem. I don't know if it's all Petula, and you're not going to like this, but just hear me out. Are we seeing a Jared Goff LA situation, but Jalen won the Super Bowl instead? Because they both got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't think so because I mean he's made 2.
Yeah.
And Hurts has like I think the Jared Goff thing is more insane because he had Sean McVay calling plays the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I would
makes me sick.
I would pay for a million positivity rabbits if I could have Sean McVay calling plays for Jalen Hurts. Holy hell. And that Eagles offense.
Yeah.
But it's like I think that's a part of it. I think it is hard. I think it's the Eagles are so talented that you haven't really seen a lot of the issues of the fact that they've had a different OC like every single year.
Yeah.
Like it started with Sirianni, then it was Steichen, then it was Brian Johnson, then it was Kellen Moore, and now it's Petula. Like that's hard. Like I get that it's the same plays, but when you're hearing it differently, and some guys just don't have feel for calling plays. Some guys have no idea, like the cadence and how to get the play out fast. And like you don't have to worry about McVay getting the play out in time. It's going to be there, and Stafford's going to have 15 to 20 seconds to bring Adams in, bring someone in here, bring the back in. Okay, but now you do that, boom, and now we'll snap it, and it's a touchdown. Jalen Hurts gets under the center, and it's 5 seconds left. And then it's like, oh, gosh, I wonder what it's going to be. Inside zone. There you go. We guessed it.
You know what the problem is we've all had that panic button playing, NCAA, the video game. You're in the playoffs. You're not trying to fuck it up against a good defense. And you panic. You're like, there's 5 seconds left. Fuck it. Run it up the middle. Like, let's just get a play out there.
Yeah.
I don't know because the reason I say the Jared Goff comparison, first of all, I feel like at this stage of the game, if the problem is the offensive coordinator, I feel like Jalen has his wristband. He should just say, "Hey, fuck the play that we're getting here. We're calling this. Like, this is what we're running on the wristband. Like, you pay me all this money. Let's run it." But there were so many plays on Monday where there was someone like wide open down the seam, and like Jalen just didn't throw it to him. And I mean, like, not pretty wide open, like Smitty on a post. There's no safety in sight. He's looking over to Goddard's side. Like, that type of stuff worries me. Of like, can I really put this on the OC? I feel like it's a combined effort. Like, I don't.
At this point, it's combined because he's been playing shit the past few games. I think at the beginning it was like, literally, what the hell are we doing right now? But now it is, and then you just snowball it because now the quarterback's not confident with the play, and now he's not in rhythm anymore. So now he's going to miss things that he normally wouldn't miss. And it's like I don't think it's like a Jalen Hurts is incapable because I know he is capable. I think he is.
I think
he's not. Yeah, he's definitely in a slump, and 2, he's not like all-time thrower.
Yeah.
To where like he's just down to sling it and to do whatever. Like not that he's a system quarterback per se, but like he's
got stuff he has to do with his legs to set it up.
Yeah, he needs to diagnose. He needs to sit at the line and see. Like he's very smart, and he can check into good runs, and he can check out of bad runs, and do all that stuff. But I feel like they're just making it worse by only letting that play get called, and then you don't even get into any flow.
Yeah.
And then once you're already like on the slide, it's like it's almost impossible to get you just feel like you're in a constant rut. There's like no amount of practice that can like
Get you out of
save
that.
you. Yeah, like they can't practice their way out of it. Like this, like people are like, oh, should they not let Patullo call plays anymore? And it's like, will that make it better?
I
Like,
would
this is the
love
guy
to
who's
see.
calling plays.
Yeah.
They obviously had to do internal, like, who do we think is good in the building, and they landed on him as the best fucking guy. So who's behind it? Like, is it a honeymoon period? I'm like, okay, what's the point of having a 4-game honeymoon period and then you get first rounded?
Yeah.
Where it's like you probably could have scored 30 points in this game. Does it just like do they put 40 on the Raiders and then everyone's like, all right, yeah, we're fucking back?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
it
It
was
could be
so
chalky.
tough because like I think Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback, but I also was evaluating from last season, and like I think people are also forgetting like Saquon had one of the
Oh
best
yeah,
rushing seasons of like this decade. I mean,
yeah, it was insane.
since CJ2K, like it
That guy was
was.
final. Now he's been pissed.
So,
Now he's been pissing me the fuck off too. Should
well, you
get
got something.
arrested. Yeah, he just falls down all the time. I feel like he's not. Man,
Slipping on the turf.
make something happen for me. I get it's inside zone. Make it outside zone.
Yeah,
Just be gone.
there's
There's
a
some
lot of
times where
times
he's missing some stuff.
he could
But
cut back.
it goes back to the flow thing. Like when you're out
Yeah.
of flow, you start to not see that shit. When everything's going your way, you see every cutback lane. Jalen makes every progression and he gets to his fourth guy and then that guy's open and you rip it and the protection's great and there isn't a thing. But when you get it's just like they're just so out of sync. And maybe they do need like thank God we get to beat the living shit out of the Raiders.
Yeah.
But knowing them, they'll win like 17 to like 11. And you'll be like,
Oh.
dude,
Oh.
did this make me feel any better? I don't even think so.
And like, is Max Crosby going to give you a little scare in the first half?
Yeah,
A little
I'm like,
strip
yeah,
sack or something? Just
like the Raiders go straight down the field and score, and you're like, okay, dude, what's actually happening here?
You think like is it in Philly or is it in Vegas?
It is in Philly.
Oh my god, the Philly Johns might have like their own inflatable
Philly
rabbits
Johns
that
might
they
kill
throw.
somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's at Black Magic, then it's
Oh,
at Buffalo, and then it's home against Black Magic. So home against Black Magic, I'm not worried. It's going to Commanders and then going to Bills.
yeah, that's an interesting road slate. I mean,
Yeah, no.
Bills this late.
If the Eagles finish, let's call it how they should, probably 11-6.
Yeah.
I mean, more than likely they're definitely going to be the 3 seed. They're not going to drop to the 4 because it's going to be between Tampa and Carolina, and no way that one of them has to win out to be 11-6. So that's not going to happen. Could the Packers slide a little bit so that they could be the 2 seed? Maybe, I guess, but probably not. Which means they're the 3 seed, which means it's going to be between, like I said, it's going to be probably one of the Seahawks, the Niners, or the Rams, because those guys are going to all end at like 11-6 or 12-5, and it's going to be one of them, unless the Lions and the Bears. I think the Bears are going to shit themselves here at the end. So I think it's going to be the Lions. I want to say the teams that aren't in right now, it's going to be the Lions in over the Bears, and the Panthers are going to eke out the Bucks. That's what I think is going to happen, which means it's going to probably be either Niners or Seahawks that the Eagles have to play in the first round. And goddamn, if it's San Francisco coming into the link, I got issues.
You're not feeling.
I'm
good.
not feeling good about that.
Oh no.
Because it's just meant for it's just destiny that they finally get there. They get their lick back.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no! And then you could just see CMC just like
oh yeah,
and then Debo is on Twitter just talking shit.
Debo's like, those are my fucking dogs for life, and it's like, oh my god, bro,
They fucking.
I forgot about it. Now we have to play Debo on the Commanders. Yeah, chalk it. Just go ahead and chalk it.
I mean, do you want to? Maybe you need to like sacrifice positivity, Bunny.
I'll sacrifice whatever is needed, what's ever needed. It was so bad. I was sitting by myself watching the game. I get home. I had one IPA left of my 6-pack, so obviously downing that. And we're in the second half, and I'm just like, what's going on? I made another one. I'm still struggling right now. I made a Hennessy and Coke, and I sat there by myself, probably with a triple shot. And I sat there, and it just kept going, and it kept going, and it kept going. And then I went in my room, and I went to bed. And then Board came over yesterday, and she's like, "Did you make yourself a drink during the game?" And I'm like, Just don't worry about what was going on. She's like, I saw like that glass over there, and I'm like, did I pour Hennessy and some Coke in the
1, 2,
thing during the
5.
game? Maybe. Did I need to? Yeah. That's what I saw. I saw my quarterback have 2 turnovers on the same play. Okay?
You had a chance. Here's the problem. People don't know this. It wasn't just the Eagles game on the line. His fantasy
Oh my gosh,
playoff
yeah.
hopes.
I had Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith and Johnston too, but whatever. And I was down by probably 30 something.
So
I had like 80 points and I needed like 110 or 114. I was like down by like 35 points or whatever. But
Yeah. Got 3 players.
Jalen Hurts, you got to think like, can you get me 20 to 25 and can you throw a touchdown to Smitty? Well within reason. Then like maybe like 3 Johnston catches for like 30 yards or something. That thing died. He most of the game he was negative. He ended with .10. That's my new name. I changed my name to .10.
Didn't he with the big fumble? Wasn't it -4?
The pick fumble was -4 by itself. One play -4.
Oh.
And now I'm out. And honestly, I didn't even need to win. I just needed to beat Mendez. And I was like 18 points behind. So really, I didn't need much. I needed like Jalen to maybe he could have had 2 picks, 2 touchdowns. Smitty has like 6 catches for 50 yards. Yeah. And I still would have won. I would have got in on points tiebreaker. Would have been the last team in.
Well, you got to think like that. You got to think like you're looking at it. You're like, I'm getting at least 1 push touchdown. Like
that's what I'm saying.
He's getting a goal line.
It was insane, bro. You know what's crazy? I'm in 5 fantasy leagues this year.
Yeah.
I'm in 1 playoff. And it's the only one that's for no cash. So just torch it. Torch the cash. I get the cash gone. The only one for no cash is the one that I am the number 2 seed. God squad. Like I have it all. And I'll lose first round for sure, but
but like do you even care that what you're like? I mean, I'm just so
I mean, yeah, I don't give a fuck at this point. Like it's I would have sacrificed. I would have been willing to sacrifice my fantasy. Like if they still won.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Whatever. That game was so trolly, but we won. We still maybe a number 1 seed. Hope still alive in there potentially. Double whammy. And it was an OT too. And they were driving. Yeah. I was like, I thought it was free. Once he ripped the like 3rd and 22 ball to Smitty, I was like, okay. We're in this thing. Here we go. And then we just chuck it on the corner route, which I mean, if he throws it 1 foot higher, it's down at the 2-yard line and we probably score. But he didn't, so fuck. Shalole.
I got really worried that Saquon was about to do me dirty.
I know that too. Or that could have got me in too.
Here's the problem.
Because I had more points than you.
So I've looked at my team. We've been struggling in the running back department after fucking Bucky was out for a while. Glad he's back. Super happy. Sweet boy.
Yeah. Sweet lad.
I look back at it because I saw what was going on in the group chat. And I just had to kind of pull it out though. Okay. Like if we're really going to talk about what ifs here, like I've had my full lineup for 7 games total and I'm 6-1.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah. Put some respect.
I'm just Bucky Irvin's kind of a dog. Also there's another game where Lamar's not a piece of shit and just decides at, midnight on Saturday, like, hey, I'm not playing. Maybe I have a chance to get a quarterback. I mean, I guess I could have picked up Tua Fingers, but like, let's be honest, at that point,
is that really where you want to go?
Not really.
You don't want that. You don't want that for your psyche.
I didn't know Marcus Mariota was a $50 piece to sit on the bench. I wasn't aware of his value. I just thought, hey, let's kind of
who picked him up again?
Mendez.
And when did that happen? Were they in Vegas at that time?
Yeah, they were in Vegas. Yeah.
I think they might have been in Vegas, and you happened to be playing.
Oh,
happened to be playing that person's,
Oh no! You think I got moonwalked on? Is what you're thinking?
All I know is I was in separate group chats the other day when people were flaming Kyle, and
and
the commish might have said, "Hey, I'll bring this up right now about."
So he was gonna dig up the.
He was gonna dig up the dirt on what happened to you.
I thought
it was gonna be an all-out war.
I thought he was gonna bring up the dirt from a couple of years ago. I thought
no, because we clocked it this year again too. Of like, hey, pretty interesting that somebody needs a QB and then someone that doesn't and who they're playing, they happen to be out of town together, hitting the waivers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, no harm,
I
no foul, though, huh?
mean, hey, we made it in the dance. That's what matters. It would be so poetic if we somehow win this fucking thing. Like,
It
if
would be,
we,
yeah.
it would be beautiful if it was just for the storyline of the plot. If it came down to Bucky versus Chase Brown, because that
That'd
was
be
the
good.
trade that. So, like, if we get the clash, now
Yeah.
there's a chance Puka Nakua to, clinch the number 1 seed fucks me over, which
Pretty much.
that Oos can do whatever the fuck he wants. You want to drop 40 on me and we win the fucking first seed? I'm
Don't
good
matter.
with it, big dog. That's
It
good.
is what it is.
But yeah, now that you bring that up, yeah, it's interesting.
It's just interesting timing always, and it's always seems to be the same kind of people.
Yeah, the same gentlemen seem to be in the racketeering business.
Hey, what the fuck do I know? I don't know shit. I'm in the shit bowl.
I might need it. I might need a little Hennessy on that one.
I'm in the poop bowl, so I mean, whatever.
I will say, Sleeper was tweaking yesterday.
I don't even have a number 1 pick.
matchup.
I don't even have a first round.
You went,
because I went for it. I thought I was good. I thought it was like, all right. I mean, just win a couple here. I'll probably get in the playoffs, see what happens. I got some good playoff matchups with my guys. Don't even make it. Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, I got Jalen Hurts and I got Devontae Smith. In the first round of the playoffs, they're going to play the Raiders. Then they're going to play the Commanders. And I'm like, okay, we are cooking with gas here. Like, I got a real shot at this thing. Didn't even make it. Yeah, I didn't even make it there.
I might be biased. I think my squad's pretty solid. The only tough part that I got is Zay Flowers right now. I don't know I don't know if that flower is budding or if it's dying.
Or if it's dead.
I don't know.
And then, if it's fully dead.
I mean, do I go into the playoffs and do I run fucking 13 personnel and bring all 3 tight ends and just say, hey, boys.
Potentially.
Let's fucking eat.
Potentially.
I might have to go to the well with Kyle Pitts and say, hey, buddy, you've been performing. Kirko, let's start this thing up, huh?
Sure.
I might just have to go out with the guns blazing. Just talking to one of my coworkers, and I was like, surely I gotta, like, regardless of what happens with Justin Jefferson, I gotta go down with my guy. Like, I can't have my number 1.
Yeah, no, you gotta go down with your oos. That's how it works.
So we're gonna give our guns blazing. If we can somehow get our buy-in back, that'd be phenomenal.
Yeah. That always works.
We've already talked about the cash being torched. It is what it is.
Yeah, my cash is done. Send whatever. Yeah.
Send it to the graveyard. To the
shadow realm. Send it to the shadows. Let me just I'll just send it to somebody right now if they want it. And you want to go get their winnings early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Speaking of winnings, let's see how we did in the college football sphere. Let's see what we did championship weekend. Do we know ball? We don't. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Every time we think we're there, and it just
So what'd you get? You got Georgia and Duke. Wow. Hey, good pull out of Duke there.
Go Blue Devils.
Shout out to Hoosiers. I mean, they Hey, Cignetti's a dog.
Signetti.
I don't know. It might be. I mean, I'm not even like. I don't want to sound like insane. Is it like a top 5 coaching?
Yeah,
like ever. Like just like of reality. Like homie pulled up to Indiana and went in and outmanned Ohio State, the reigning national champions, with all the pieces and all the cash.
Yep.
Just said, hey, we'll hold you to fucking nothing.
We'll hold you to 10. How about that?
Yeah, how about that? How about that? Head back home, buddy. This is our shit.
I think so. It's still early. I would say with degree of difficulty, I would say this is up there with the start of Nick Saban at Bama, because Bama was still a reputable program.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about anybody wanting to go to Indiana. Like, what did they say?
Indiana had the record for least wins ever.
Yeah, like I got a lot of respect for Sig. That game was a defensive showdown.
Mm-hmm.
There was some good hitting going on. I mean, my
boys were playing.
Fernando Mendoza with the jump pass to start the game was the boldest move I've ever seen. I mean, he got leveled.
Yeah, he got smacked.
And just came out, gave one of his wrists. I'm like, there he goes. He's gone. He's such a dog, dude.
It's crazy, man.
That post that he threw in the second half, he dropped down a chimney. Like,
I'm just looking at their old, like 2023 3-9, 2022 4-8, 2021, 2-10.
Come
Like
on.
they were the team that would go to
So-
Ohio State and they lose 54-7.
God.
And they just get annihilated. 2020, they actually had a winning record in 20. Oh, Penix Masterclass. I forgot about that.
Oh, with reaching across the goal line.
Yeah, Penix Masterclass. So they had it. They had
Yeah.
a, and then in 2019 they went 8-4. But they at home against Ohio State 51-10 loss.
Oh my God, belt ass.
But they did have Penix at that time, and like they couldn't do anything. 5-7 in 2018, 5-7 in 2017. It's just like then he shows up and it's hey, we'll go 11-1 regular season. We'll go 12-0. Like he's lost 2 games.
Yeah, he lost to
Yeah.
Ohio State last year, and he lost to
And he
Notre
lost to
Dame.
Notre Dame, and now since then he's been beating the ever living shit out of everyone.
And we get him next year. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, we got to go to
Someday.
him. Absolutely.
Oh, let's pencil that one in for a loss, boys. Let's just get that
Yeah,
one
it's
over with,
Cheech.
please.
Nice
Thank you.
knowing everybody.
Can we just keep it respectable? You know what I mean? Like if we lose 13-10, I'll feel phenomenal. But
Yeah.
we'll deal with that next year. We're gonna cut across that. Maybe Fernando Mendoza's brother isn't as good as him. Maybe,
Yeah.
or Sig might just be the greatest coach of all time.
He could be the greatest ever.
Maybe he's just running full program. But yeah, shout out to Indiana winning Big Ten. Great matchup. Gotta think the Ohio State kicker. There's no wind that affected your kick, so maybe the air conditioner was on. Maybe the husk was a little too wet for you, a little too moist. Gotta have that one. But yeah, Jeremiah Smith was actually putting on a fucking clinic. Yeah, I was looking at the stats after. Like
that guy's a maniac.
He's just built different. I just thought like Bo Jackson is getting in the end zone. Like that is. I don't know why I didn't realize till the Michigan game that their running back has been Bo Jackson all year.
Yeah, changes a lot.
Just having a name of Bo Jackson in the backfield is just
it makes things
makes it a little interesting.
Makes it all worth it.
Speaking of all worth it, we'll go down. BYU goes up to Tech. I mean, it was looking good to just keep it close, and then
and then it's just they're just got they're just sucking. I'm telling you, man, the best team money can buy. Why not buy them?
Bear Bachmer, you need to change your jersey to a single digit.
You need something a little more swaggy.
You need to show respect to the football gods. Okay, they've tried to humble you twice now. All right.
Yeah.
I can't be having this. Okay, it looks so trolly number 47. Like. They looked good in the start of the second half, too. They're throwing screens, they're throwing this, they're doing that. But it started looking pretty predictable. And then when I saw the defensive line not biting, I'm like, okay, we need to adjust and start running the ball a little more. And this guy just gets fucking leveled, and the ball just getting
molly-whopped out there.
Yeah, I mean, it was just it got bad.
Slammed.
It got fucking bad. I actually started playing Call of Duty with the boys at halftime of that game. I was like, okay, and they're getting fucking pissed slammed.
Sure.
I held out hope. I'm like, they're down by 14, maybe a backdoor cover, kick a field goal. No, we're not.
Never in doubt.
No, we're gonna get 34 put on us, and we're gonna get goose egg past the first quarter. Glad we went up 7-0 though. Gave me a lot of hope.
Yep.
So, that belt to ass happened. And then speaking of belt to ass, up in the SEC, down in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Georgia, Bama rematch.
And finally.
Georgia finally did it.
They invoked their revenge.
They did it. They highlighted every question that I've had about Alabama and why I've said they're frauds. They finished with -3 rushing yards. Bama did.
Yep.
Can you think of
it's pretty impressive
Alabama team that or even any team in general that has finished with negative rushing yards and been a playoff team?
Yeah.
Maybe. Who was that? Maybe. Well, no, it couldn't have been Boise State because they had Genty. So
they had the big dog.
Hey,
Bama. These fucking stupid fucks.
I mean, Ty Simpson. I mean, he looked like a bag of shit.
If Brian Williams didn't do his 2 spinny catches, I mean, where'd he be right now?
At
McDonald's.
That guy. He might be putting fries in bags.
He might be putting fries in bags. Gosh, he did those 2 spinny catches, danced with cheerleaders, and he was Jesus on campus.
Dude, and then when we were watching it, we had the Star Wars soundtrack going on.
Oh yeah,
Well, the Fates. So it like lined up as soon as he spins. I mean, we
yeah.
got a lightsaber battle for the ages. It was
It's final. Everyone's hammered.
magical night. Yeah,
Absolutely phenomenal.
at the Casa, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful place. And then, yeah, I mean, Ryan Williams, he's on the cover of fucking NCAA.
I know. Can't do shit. Can't catch a ball. Like, dude, what are we doing here?
How many? They don't show how many drops he had. Is there a way to pull that stat up? Because I saw a lot that just hit him. I mean, they hit him right in the hand, paddles through it.
A for sure touchdown.
Yeah,
He dropped a absolutely for sure freebie touchdown. So yeah, it was bad.
I mean, it's not like Gunner threw the ball all over the Bama defense, but he had 3 touchdowns, 156 yards. He was 20 for 26. I mean, he did what he needed to.
Yeah.
They ran for 141 yards, 1 touchdown. I mean, they belt ass. Like there was no question.
Oh, straight up. Yep.
They only got 3 sacks, but it was just like the craziest stuff you've ever seen. Like the amount of pressure that was put on Ty Simpson. First of all, I did not know how much the team relied on Jam Miller to catch the ball out of the backfield. Like I didn't realize. I don't know who the backup is, and I feel bad for him because they said that's not his game. But for some reason, Ty Simpson was so just like he'd catch the snap, and he's not even reading anything. He's just immediately
throwing
to the back, to the back.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. I'm hearing Alabama fans still want to fire DeBoer.
Yep.
You know, they want to get him the fuck out of there. He allegedly might be one of the front runners for the opening at Michigan, which we're not going to get into it. We hope all parties are good, you know, T's and P's, hope everything works out. But, you know, could be a Michigan man. I also saw something about Lincoln Riley. It's like, okay, we're just going to link this guy to every job.
Yeah, come on now. What are we doing here?
Is he could go JMU as well? You know?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, Southern California is one of the top programs in the country.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, he's
lived in
just
SoCal. He's got a great mansion, you know.
Oh, he's got a sweet house, sweet casa.
Great weather all year. I mean, how many visors does that guy have with his contract? I mean, fucking at least 30 of them, you know.
Infinite.
Yeah. So I think I'd like to think he's going to be there. I have thought about if there was a world where Lincoln Riley decided, hey, it's time to part ways. Like I've said for a long time, bring back Coach O. Yeah. Get that guy. That guy. That's wherever he goes.
You know what I'd do? I would join the payment plan.
Okay.
I will pay any dollar amount to bring Signetti to the Trojans immediately. I will
Sig in the Cardinal Gold.
Get Sig into a real program. Think about how fucking insane that would be. I don't think he has the vibe for it, but like, we might win. Google me.
I mean,
be pretty fire. Pay anything, whatever we need to pay. I will join the force.
I put a payment plan together. Say I owe you $30 a month. Let's get it done. Let me just write my check.
Can't cancel my Netflix. Say, hey, it's going to Sig.
Ma, Dad, I'm using your Netflix again. Don't worry about it. We got
Signetti, so we're good. Yeah.
All right.
North Texas didn't stand a chance. Now, did they get robbed with the fumble? They on the pick and then it fumbled in the back of the end zone. Yes, but that guy was throwing picks left, right, and center. He had no business being out there. Now it's a shame because Tulane's going to go out there and lose by probably 30 to Ole Miss again for the millionth time.
Did they lose by like 40 this last time in the season? Like it was.
Yeah, I'd have to let me see what it was. It was 45-10. So they lost by 35.
Okay. Yeah, so, close game. Close ball.
Yeah, it was a real tight ball game. I mean, quarterback completed 5 passes. He threw for 56 yards. So that's what we're getting round 1. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Thank you, ACC, for being an absolute barrel of dog piss. And, we got tiebreakers that send Duke to the thing.
Yeah.
So Miami can't play because if Miami would have won, we would have been all right. And then you just put Notre Dame in. And then you just have Tulane in there going to Oregon. It's like, all right, whatever. Who gives a shit?
Sure.
But no, Duke was in there. They beat Virginia.
Yeah.
And then, then you still get Miami in. And it's like, okay.
Conference don't fucking mean shit.
It don't mean a damn.
It don't mean a damn.
It don't mean a hot damn.
Yeah. So I forgot who our sweet boy was that was running the GM for North Texas. It was
Is that Indian guy?
yeah, he's not there anymore, so that's why
He's
they
at
have
yeah. Where'd he go? TCU? Is that?
TCU, I believe.
Yeah, he's all in
Yeah.
over there,
I
building
mean,
a
hey,
program. Hey, TCU playing the Trojans, the old Alamo Bowl. So sorry, we're gonna have to take him down, send him back to Pakistan. Shalole.
he said I would I will I would
I will
GM
sacrifice my
TCU for
life.
Pakistan.
I will sacrifice my life for Pakistan.
Put at the end of the
Oh man,
line, you know.
that clip is so insane, man. That lady
Yeah.
she's just screaming. Oh my gosh, I love Pakistan. I will sacrifice my life for Pakistan.
I
I
love
will
it.
become a pilot so I can bomb India. It's like holy shit. These kids
I
are
love it.
unhinged.
She takes the microphone and every single time it's like almost eating the microphone.
Yeah,
Okay,
grave, grave,
great.
grave, grave.
Speaking of great, let's see how our predictions went this year. Let's see if we got any of them right here. This
Sure.
is my bracket to start.
Okay.
I mean, almost had
Close
Notre
on the
Dame.
seating for Ohio State. One
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Bama. Right in and
Mm-hmm.
around there, I guess. Oregon,
Oregon.
a little low.
Mm-hmm.
But so you had how many in?
I got
Oregon, Bama. You have 4. So you ended up
four.
getting 4.
Four. And then pull up yours. Let's see what you were cooking with here.
Yeah. Let me see where am
See if we
I?
know
I
something.
got it. Yeah. So.
Okay, Tulane, Georgia.
Yeah. So got Tulane in there. Got Miami, Bama, Tech.
Wait a minute.
Didn't
You're
get
just
Notre
kind
Dame
of
in. Yeah, I didn't get Notre Dame in there, which would have been nice,
well.
but I wouldn't have
Yeah.
got Miami, so it is what it is. I'm feeling good because I got the group of 5 team nailed. Now,
Yeah.
I had a 50-50 shot this year because 2 got in, so good for me.
There you go. I like that.
Obviously we had the big whiffs of the year were Penn State and Clemson, which ironically are playing each other in a bowl game, so that's pretty hilarious that that's happening.
There's absolutely no way those two teams made a bowl game.
Yeah, they both did. They're 7-5 and 6-6, I think. So they're playing each other in the one at not
SoFi?
Fenway. No, in New York at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, the Pinstripe Bowl.
They're playing in the Pinstripe, I think.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So obviously you got Georgia, Bama, got got Ohio State in there. Notre Dame was close. Got Oregon
SC
and
was
Texas
close.
Tech. Got Bama and Miami. So got 6. No, we got 7.
Yeah, you got 7, brother.
Got 7
that's pretty
and
good shit.
not bad. I would say I did a fairly good job. Obviously, the seeding, Oregon was 1 off, so not bad. Bama was technically, I guess, 1 off because they're the 9. Miami 1 off because they're the 10.
I mean, we're not, you still
Tulane 1 off because they were the fucking 11 and not the 12. So what are you gonna do? Obviously, both of our big misses are Clemson and Penn State. USC, honestly, not a bad swing that we took there.
No,
they were
it
close.
Was possible.
Now, it is unfortunate looking back on it that they would have been the team out.
Yeah.
Because they would have booted Oregon, but then that means Notre Dame would have got in, but USC wouldn't have got in. So that kind of would have sucked to look at selection day, and then because it would have sucked. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Would have been nice, if then Miami won and then USC also could have got in, and then it's Tulane and USC. But what are you going to do? Texas, they didn't get in. We weren't, I guess, that far off. They were at least a top, 15-ish.
Yeah,
I mean, but the big misses are Penn State and Clemson. I mean, but everyone missed on that. I mean, that was kind of. It's not like we're the only ones that had that.
And the tough part is, I think we had inside info because Coach Skinny Bastard took those boys to the championship last year.
Exactly.
So we're like, I mean, the talent is there.
The talent's there. Yeah.
Didn't they pay Cade Klubnik like $1.5 million to come back this year or something? I mean,
they paid those guys a lot of cash.
A lot of cash to get built.
$1 million. Absolutely.
It's all right. You can't win them all. It's just phenomenal work. 7 in there. You want to pull up your current bracket prediction, and we'll see what.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys know. You guys know what has to be done.
Oh my god.
We are going to ride. We're going to ride into Valhalla together. So,
Oh,
I'll go through the first rounds. I have a couple upsets if you want to call them upsets. I think Bama gets revenge. It's the
okay.
shittiest game you've ever seen,
Okay.
but they can. I just think they'll score enough this time.
Mm-hmm.
I think they'll figure it out. The running back should be healthy. Not that they can run the ball, but I
Yeah,
have
you
no
can catch it.
I have no faith in an Oklahoma offense. At least I know Bama has humans that if
They
Ty
can play
Simpson
the
hits
play.
a couple, they can maybe make something happen and win like 21-17 or something.
Okay.
Pretty straightforward. I mean, Oregon over JMU, Ole Miss over Tulane. I mean, I will post nutsack online
Okay.
if any of these
Okay.
group of fives hit the money line.
So might be having a different career if these
Yeah.
hit. We might have to open another
And
venture.
then I
Okay.
have A&M going down because I think there's a world where they're frauds.
Okay.
There's a world where they're absolutely fraudulent, and Miami is absolutely dynamic on the O line and D line and could just get after them a little bit,
Okay.
like they did. Like Miami got after Notre Dame when they played them early in the
They
year,
did.
and
Yeah.
can they do that against A&M? I don't know. I think A&M is kind of like that was fun. Then they
Mm-hmm.
lost, and you kind of forgot that they were even in this thing. It's like, oh yeah, they have one loss. I guess that's kind of cool. And then Miami comes in and beats them.
Okay.
After that, I don't have any upsets, but I want to say this right here, right now. I almost did it. I almost went with Bama over Indiana.
No way you were gonna
I
have.
did. I almost went with the low scoring like trolley game and like Indiana. They finally
Yeah.
get to this point and then they lose the now biggest game.
I
But I
see.
didn't do it because I think that this squad's a little different. I think they got
Yeah.
they
There's
got a
a.
little something.
Yeah.
And I could just see DeBoer getting outcoached by Signetti. I can envision it in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But then that's where I have the Big Ten going down. I
Okay.
think I think Texas Tech. I think Indiana. It's a bad matchup with Tech because they're just like them, kinda.
Oh, so it's like looking in the mirror. It's a little
Yeah, I
reflection
think
game.
I think Tech and Indiana and Ohio State almost and honestly almost Georgia are all
Pretty
kind
much
of
built
like
the
the
same.
same
Yeah.
squad. Ohio State should have a more dynamic offense.
Mm-hmm.
Tech is okay. Georgia is kind of just like Gunnar Stockton runs, and it's kind of weird.
Throw a couple
Indiana,
passes
it's like
to.
Mendoza clutches up a little bit. So I think I could see these all being low scoring games. And I don't know, man. I'm just gonna back the frickin' Red Raiders.
I love it. Hey.
I think Georgia beats Ohio State, and Ohio State is just like, how
Okay.
is this even possible? And I don't know why, but I'm feeling it now. Could Oregon go in and beat the hell out of Texas Tech, and Texas Tech hasn't seen some speed like that? It's possible, but
Dante Moore Cooks.
Dante Moore Cooks, yeah. But I don't know. I feel something. I
Feel it.
feel like Indiana and Ohio State when they played that game
Mm-hmm.
looked out and they were like, man, we're the two best, and it could just slip for them a little bit that they're almost looking forward to. All right, well, we'll see you again
Yeah, they're
in
kind
the
of looking
Natty.
forward to that
And
matchup.
then
They
there's
looked in the
Georgia and Texas
past.
Tech that are kind of like them, and you just get into this low-scoring dogfight and one fumble here
Yeah.
and an interception there, and you're like, wait a second, are we about to lose this game? Then you lose, and then the Red Raiders win the Natty. That would be
Dude,
insane if they did. I mean, I don't know if they
if
can do it, but I kind of want to believe.
if the Red Raiders win the Natty, this will reset the college football market because
Yeah.
every team is going to go to their boosters and be like, they're in the middle of Lubbock. Like,
Yep.
what are you telling me we can't?
Here's the problem. Here's what I wish would have happened. I wish there's a simulation where it could have been Texas Tech versus Indiana in the championship because that would be cinema for me.
That'd be electric.
That would be electric. Like if we saw Georgia and Ohio State in, I'm like, bro, I've seen that. I feel like I've seen that game like 100 different times. But if we had
Yeah.
Tech versus Indiana in the Natty, it would be like anything is possible.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
can do anything in life.
yeah.
Yeah.
And just the SIG press conferences of a national
Oh.
title would be because it's a week straight where he does not he can't
Yep.
avoid the media. He has to be there.
Yep.
We might get some Marshawn Lynch worthy quotes of just
Sure.
him looking at a reporter and being like, I don't fucking like you. Okay. You don't know who I am. I don't like you.
Yeah.
I win. Okay. Google me. And it's like,
Sure.
that's Signetti football right there. But then
Sure.
Mendoza, he's got that just a likable personality. He's just a
Mhm.
happy kid playing ball like that. I think they complement each other because the head coach is like a real hard ass, and then the
Yeah.
quarterback's happy go lucky, this great guy,
Oh yeah.
like all this is going on. Um, I would love to see it, man. What if Indiana brings back a title? Like,
It would be
Indiana,
crazy.
like, how does that parade go? What do they
I
do?
know.
I mean, just get drunk on a boat or something.
Probably.
I mean, what do we?
Sure. Just get absolutely hammered.
Eh. So you're running with tech, and I think we're both running with our gut. Here we're running with the guns that we got. That's the wrong one. Okay, it's good practice.
Yep.
Let's do a hard count here. Ready, set, there we go. Okay. So I'm kind of the opposite. I don't believe that I'm not seeing any upsets this year.
Okay.
Definitely not with JMU. I'm going to give Oregon 1. I'm not high on the Ducks squad. Let me just put it that way. Like,
Sure.
I saw all I needed to see last year. I saw them get bullied off the ball this year against Iowa, against Indiana, and at some parts against they played another Big Ten school that was kind of moving the ball on the ground on them pretty good. I'd have to look at it.
Find it.
There's a third squad. I can't remember exactly who it was name-wise right now.
Let's see.
Let me try to pull it up here. Surprisingly, I remember Wisconsin kind of moving the ball pretty well.
Yeah, they were in a dogfight a little bit against Wisconsin. I mean, 21-7. Iowa for sure. I mean, Washington was in there for a little bit. I mean, Penn State
was in there.
I mean, yeah, it's probably
Penn State's the one that I remember with Singleton kind of having his time. So I've just seen, like, I don't think they're solid on the defensive line as people think. Like, I just think people got to remember USC had 3 or 4 offensive linemen out. Like, It was a reshuffled O-line about 3 or 4 times. So I don't really put that much stock in that one just because trenches aren't the same. But I think the Ducks win this first round. And then Bama, Oklahoma, I got the opposite. I think Oklahoma, we saw them beat Bama in a tough game at Bama. I think now we take this thing back over into Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma's defense just beats the dog piss out of Bama's offense. Like, I think Ty Simpson is running for his life like he did against Georgia. I think he's thrown a couple picks. I think he's got a couple fumbles. And I really think the Oklahoma offense, I think Mateer is going to be healthy. Like, he's got a full couple weeks to get himself good.
Yep.
And I think now we're going to kind of see that the offense they had against Michigan where, like, he's running the ball for sure. But I think the passing game gets going a little bit. I've started to see a little bit of Hollywood Brown with one of their receivers. I think he's number 5 as well, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But, like, this Bama defense is pretty vulnerable against crossing routes underneath. Like, they just don't follow people very well. And I just don't think Alabama's going to get any semblance of a running game. And I think being one-dimensional against Oklahoma, they're going to put so much pressure on you. Like, Ty Simpson's either going to have a masterclass game where he goes for, like, 350, or it's going to be the same thing as Georgia. Those couple picks, they go down. Even if they get a field goal, you're down, 9-0. Then they get the ball, go down, score a touchdown. Now it's 16-3, and it's just like you're battling uphill. And Kalen DeBoer gets fired.
Okay, so is that your prediction?
That's my prediction.
That he gets canned.
I think the AD comes out and says, "Get your shit out of there." Yeah. I think Nick Saban actually comes out of his office, next to his office, and gives him a box and says, "Go put your shit in there." Okay.
God,
out of here.
Shit.
They don't. I don't know if you've been hearing from the Bama faithful.
Social. Since they lost that first game, they were like, pay him whatever to get him out. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying. There was a lady who said she was going to win the lottery. The first thing she'd do is pay the buyout to get Kalen DeBoer the hell out.
Yeah, I was like, all right, shit, my bad.
I think the collective go ahead and do that. I mean, they might just try to write a blank check to get Nick Saban back. Like, what's it going to take to get you back in the office? You're here anyways. Let's just get you on top of here. Now, I think it's going to depend on what coaches are available. Like, I think I could definitely see Dayball getting a shot at this if they lose. Like, I think they could be like, he's an NFL head coach. He was a great offensive coordinator for us. He knows what he's doing. Let's get him in there. Now, he didn't really have a great defense in the NFL, so I don't know if that'll really help.
Yeah.
And there's a world where I guess they don't fire him because it's too big of a buyout.
Yeah.
But I could see if he loses, I think he would.
But if they fire him, you know who's showing up.
Sheriff Saban.
Kiffin. He'll leave LSU so fast.
LSU.
I guarantee you.
Oh,
that's what he wants.
There's no way.
He wants Bama.
But there's
he wanted it forever. I bet you want to bet?
How many?
You want to bet he leaves?
How many SEC towns can he just?
Can he disrupt? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm telling you, he will leave. It'd just be gone. He'd be like, fuck it. Well, I'll just go to Bama. I can definitely win there.
That would be.
It would be cinema.
Oh my god.
Is
The
what it would
heel
be.
turn of like I'm in Oxford.
You
Hey,
know
it's
who
been
it?
nice.
You know who it probably would be?
Who?
It'd probably get Dabo.
Yeah,
I could see Dabo
I
leaving
can see
Clemson.
Dabo. He needs a change, so I can see that for sure.
Leaving Clemson, and they're like, hey, let's just go our own ways, and Bama's like, yeah, let's give that guy the keys.
Bring him in.
I could see it.
I can see that for sure. I just don't think the fit for DeBoer is there. Like he just doesn't seem like a Bama coach.
Yeah.
Moving on down, we got Ole Miss, Georgia, because I think they're going to be pissed at Tulane, and it's going to be like, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't have these Power 5 schools in there if they're, just as a charity, just to get your ass kicked. So Ole Miss makes it through with their new head coach. I think Texas A&M. I think people forget how good they are on the offensive and defensive line. Like you said with Miami, I think it's going to be a trench battle.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Casey Concepcion, I said that right?
Yeah.
I think he's going to have a big day. And from Marcel Reed, I see a lot of Darren Thomas. Like a lot of traits that are pretty similar.
Sure.
I think he gets the job done against Miami. I think Sid the Sloth at quarterback for Miami throws a couple
can't quite
picks.
do it. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember against Notre Dame, Tony had one of the greatest catches to start the season. Like, they were one catch away from losing that game, and they're out of this thing. So he looked pretty bad late in the season when they lost, like really bad. I just don't think they got it. I don't really trust the ACC strength right now, so I think they get boo-bopped out of there. Keeping it moving here, I got Tech taking care of business. I got the Big Four taking care of business. Just, hey, congratulations, welcome to the quarterfinals, get your ass beat, and let's keep moving. So then I got Indiana, Texas Tech. I think Indiana's got something for Tech. I believe in Signetti.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think Mendoza's also, if he wins a Heisman, I think he's going to have a Heisman moment here. And I think over Tech, that's where it's going to happen.
Okay.
And for some reason, Indiana might be the best contested catch team I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like Surratt.
Surratt goes and gets it.
He might have like a legendary badge for just contested catch because he just goes up one-on-one. It's a perfect pass over the top, back shoulder, you name it, he's got it.
Oh, yeah.
And I think their defense matches up really well against Tech, who like to throw a lot of contested catches as well because they got big receivers. So it'll be a fun matchup. Georgia, Ohio State. I mean, I feel like this is the script from last year, dude. Like we saw this. Like they lose a game near the end of the season.
Yep.
Now they're humbled and hungry again, and
they go on the run.
I think they start like lighting people up again. Like there's a world where they blow out Texas A&M by about 25 points.
Sure.
And then they go to Georgia and they say, "Hey, guess what? You're in our way. Let's get you on out of there."
Yep.
I think the passing game's a struggle for Georgia. I think the defensive line for Ohio State remembers who they are and they start getting after it. Now we get the rematch, Indiana, Ohio State for the bread. I think Ohio State wins it. I think they go back-to-back.
Okay.
I think the injury to Indiana's star defensive lineman trying to celebrate after the game is really going to come back to bite them in the ass. They're very talented, but I don't know if you saw that. I think it was number 8.
Yeah.
Was celebrating after the game and just tweaked something. They said he's out indefinitely for the season. Yeah. And I just think Ohio State, man, they're gonna turn it back up. They're gonna bring out plays that they hadn't used earlier in the season. You're gonna see Jeremiah Smith get it wide open, and you're like, how the fuck did he get open? Like there's cloud coverage, and it just. I think Ryan Day's gonna get in his bag.
Okay.
And I think we see this back-to-back squad. I think Matt Patricia seemed pretty conservative in the Big Ten championship. I think he was trying to just confuse Mendoza with different looks and stuff. And I think when he gets to the playoff, he's just going to start blitzing the shit out of people and be like, "You're not better than our athletes." I think Caleb Downs is going to do what he does. They're going to call whatever coverage. He's going to play games with the quarterback's eyes, and it's just going to be like, okay, they're back again. So that's what I'm predicting. I think we go back-to-back. It is pretty, you talk about how impressive it is for Signetti with Indiana. I mean, team that he just coached 2 years ago, JMU's in the playoffs. Like that's not a coincidence. That's pretty. Those are his boys.
Yeah, a lot of his boys. Sweet.
So gonna have to watch them get their ass kicked by Oregon.
Yeah, it's gonna be unfortunate, but
So after Oregon loses this, can we like stop the whole Oregon powerhouse thing, or like can we just kind of dampen it?
They'll keep it going again.
Okay, they'll get the they'll get the drum, they'll
They'll get the benefit of the doubt for sure.
I respect it. Yeah, and then they'll say, but this time it's different. It's like, well, okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, if Oregon beats Texas Tech, I'd be glad to eat my words, but you got to get through a pretty good ball club. Like you said, best ball club money can buy. So,
for sure.
So there's that. I'm looking forward to it.
I know that'll be a sweet game.
Speaking of a sweet game, let's see what we did in the pros. We don't usually do the greatest. We need some LASIK. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad.
Yeah, could have been worse for us, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like the Colts really like fucking you this year. If I'm being real.
They're dead.
Yeah, they're giving up the division.
They're dead.
No, I forgot. They got a real ball player in the club this week.
These guys are dead.
Yeah.
They're bringing a guy with 10 kids. No wonder he wants to play. He wants to be away from his children.
So
like, there's too many of these fuckers running around. Get me out of here. I'll do anything.
Here's the big question. Well, he's fielding his own team. He's actually the quarterback, and the 10 of them are. Yeah,
they're all going to play. Sure.
Full spread. We're doing the whole thing. At what point do we see all these quarterbacks getting the call at 40 over the free agents and this and that, the quarterbacks who are coming out of college, and we just start to realize like, hey, maybe we need to teach these guys how to like read a defense and learn how to call a huddle and how to work their cadence like the old days, because teams are looking at these younger players and they're like, he can't run my offense. Like, it's not going to work. He doesn't know what he's doing. Like Mahomes just said, I think 2 years ago that he finally figured out how to read a defense correctly, which no knock on him. I'm just saying like that's how things have changed where
you don't have to really do much anymore.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, you're an athletic freak, go run the rock. Just kind of big question. Like, hey, at some point, do we got to kind of change the way we're evaluating this thing and say, hey, if you're going to go to the long run, like you need to be able to beat people with your mind, not just your body, because at some point it's going to break. I'm actually really scared for Philip Rivers. I won't lie, but we'll get to that a little later. So yeah, we got Indiana game. Jacksonville took care of business. Duval.
Yeah, Duval. They're flying high right now. You guys are feeling good.
Jacoby Myers, wide receiver 1 down in Duval. Is that what's happening?
I know.
Look at Jacoby.
Guys, sneaky good.
Brian Thomas Jr. 387, huh?
Yeah. And you know what I have obviously got a bit of a gripe.
Sure.
Fuck the Ravens. I mean, obviously we picked the Steelers, but like these guys are insane, right? How is this possible?
How are they so ass with this?
I watched that game and I was like, honestly, rest in piss. Like, just like I'm done with this. I'm done with this whole thing. Like,
yeah.
Like, for the amount of people, the amount of shit that I've heard this week about benching Jalen Hurts for like all of these other QBs. Hey, you want to know a stat? Guess who has a worse winning percentage this year than Jalen Hurts? Mahomes. No. Guess who has more interceptions this year? Mahomes. Guess who has less touchdowns this year? Mahomes. He owns worst completion percentage. He has like 400 more yards passing.
Yeah.
Like, you don't say that they're going to bench Mahomes. You don't say they're going to bench Burrow or bench Lamar or bench like any of these guys. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, why are we letting all these other... I've watched Josh Allen throw 3 picks and they're not screaming to bench him.
Philly's relentless, dude. Like, they are. You guys.
Herbert's still that guy. He threw 4 fucking picks in a playoff game, and he's still that guy. He's still like the chosen one. I'm like, what the hell am I watching sometimes? And I get it. The Eagles were shit, and I'm saying more as a team. But like, I'm like, what are you gonna bench Jalen Hurts? Like, you out of your mind?
I don't think it gets better because, like you're talking about, if Jalen's getting to play late, how is it going to work for a new quarterback?
Like, I think Tanner McKee is good. Like, I think he could low-key start on the Saints or start on the Browns or he could start on these like bottom.
Yeah.
Start on the Jets for sure. Like, I think they should low-key trade. I thought that people would trade for him in the middle of the year.
Yeah, I could see
they were being shit and just like, throw like a 4th-round pick out there and go get him or whatever bullshit.
Colts should have.
But like,
hindsight's 2020.
We're gonna bench the Super Bowl MVP. That's what we're doing. That's the play call here. It's like, hey, let's bench him. When we just let Lamar get away, like, are we out of our mind? Let me pull up the box score. Yeah, like 200 yards, a touchdown, a pick. He ran for 1 touchdown, but they scored 22 points. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, you're losing to a 50-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
You can spin it.
Yeah, like, and we do the same song and dance with Joe Burrow every year. He's out for like half the year, and then he comes back, and they're low-key cooking again. Ah, man, if he's healthy next year. If he's healthy next year, guys, I'm like, dude, how many years when did they make the Super Bowl? Like 8 years ago? It feels like that's how long ago. What year was it? 2020, 2022?
2020, yeah, 2021,
2021. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, man. And they still only went 10-7 in the regular season. It's not like they were godlike. Like, since that moment they went 12-4, and then they lost in the conference championship to Kansas City. So okay, cool. He had a good next year. Then 2023, 9-8, they'll make the playoffs. 2024, 9-8, they'll make the playoffs. 2025, here we go, 4-9, not going to make the playoffs. Just a bunch of shitters, man.
Can we just get Joe Burrow out of Cincy? Because like the way they use their cap is one of the worst shit I've ever seen. Like the way that they lost shows everything that we've been talking about. Like, hey, maybe you need to have players under your defense.
Yeah, like last year he was healthy the whole year, and they were 4-7. They were 4-8 at one point, and he was healthy the whole year. And no one was saying bench Burrow. They were like, "Wow, Jamar Chase is the greatest fucking receiver of all time." Like, look at all the numbers. Look at all the numbers they're putting up. This is the best duo in the league. I'm like, they're 4-8. Holy crap! Is the bar that low? It's crazy.
Like people think they're playing like NBA Jam out there. They're just like, look at the fucking duo, dude.
Yeah.
You have 30 fantasy points, and it's like they're getting their ass kicked.
I just saw this tweet right now. It was the graphic I was talking about with Mahomes and Hurts.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's pretty hilarious. Like for Patrick Mahomes, it's okay. You've won Super Bowls in the past. So honestly, who even cares about this season? Just have fun. And then for Jalen Hurts, it's, I don't care that you won a Super Bowl 9 months ago. You don't deserve to be in the NFL. May God come down and bend the storm clouds towards you as if the whole sky has chosen a single soul to destroy. And it's like, kind of facts. That's what it feels like, honestly.
I just don't get why he gets so much hate because like
It's
people,
so hilarious.
It was so funny seeing at the beginning of the season. People were like, Jalen just says the right thing in his press conference. And then it got to a point, it's like, fuck his hat. Okay?
Yeah, it's like, fuck these dumbass riddles. Stupid ass riddles every day.
Goddamn fucking Riddler at the quarterback down in Philly.
So hilarious, man. It's Philly. Philly is insane.
I love the Philly fan base, man. Like they are just relentless.
Yeah. Speaking of the easiest read of all time, Houston against the Chiefs. I mean, that was once you were giving me points.
Yeah, I mean that's just.
Thank you. We'll take them and we'll move them on to the next one.
Yeah, Chiefs missing 2 starting tackles against that D line. Like, yeah. First of all, here's the gripe I got. Okay, I don't remember Bullock being that guy when he was at SC. I remember him, they'd catch a touchdown, he's looking over, he's like, I thought you had him. No, I thought I have him. Yeah. Like, you remember the Spider-Man meme they would have in the end zone? They'd give up a touchdown and like, well, I thought you had him. It's like, guys, if it's man-to-man coverage, just somebody say I got him. I don't even care if the offense knows, hey, this guy's guarding me. Like, just
somebody somewhere.
But I mean, he's in the system and he's a ball hawk. Ball goes up in the air. Petrie was killing Rice. I mean, Rice got hit by a freight train, and it was a legal hit. I saw everybody. I don't even understand why people were complaining. They're like, "What are you going to hit him like that for, bro?" It was shoulder to shoulder. His helmet is going to come. Like, how are people supposed to hit like that from the side? If I hit you with my shoulder, my head is like. If I get my head completely out of it, I might like die because my head's going to spin back. Like, how's it supposed to work? That's how you know people haven't strapped up. That's
exactly.
Yeah, easiest read there. I mean, Chicago Green Bay was a good game.
Yeah,
low key Caleb had it.
I
don't know if it was coached to where like DJ Moore running that route. I know people were saying he was open. That was the laziest route. That was lazier than watching AJ Brown run like the rabbit. Like that shit. Yeah. He's open, but he's like he knows he's not getting the ball, so he's just kind of lollygagging. He's like, they could have won that. I mean, Toyota-thon. Fucking Love is kind of
they're doing good. Yeah, they're not doing bad. Beat the case on the hook this time around, so it's absolutely phenomenal to see that. Big time for me, really is. We're losing big time.
I thought there was a world. I'm like, is Caleb about to do? Like, is he about to do this? Is this like what we're about to do?
Yeah, I was worried.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
a
a
good
little
game.
nervous. I was a little nervous for a second. I cannot lie.
It's a good game. Good to see Christian Watson back out there making plays. That was the team he messed tore his
Sure.
ACL, I think, against. So,
Sure.
good matchup up there. And then Philly, Los Angeles Chargers. We talked enough about it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I can talk about it.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I do believe, I might have jumped the gun a little bit. I might have put it into NASCAR a little too early. I do believe we have a guest that wanted to call in
Okay.
and tell us his thoughts. Folks,
shit.
you know him, you love him. We always look forward to when we have this absolute legend, college football legend,
Sure.
great doctor,
Yeah.
in the courtroom. He's always great over on ESPN. Really one of the pillars for the Cox and also for the Fighting Irish in Notre Dame.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a great welcome to Coach Lou Holtz. Boys, I am mad. I'm beyond mad. I'm in a new emotional tax bracket. What's going on, Coach? What happened? What happened? BYU got snubbed. Notre Dame got snubbed. This ain't a playoff. This is a damn crime scene.
All right, let's take it one at a time. BYU.
One at a time. I'm Irish, son. We ain't never done anything one at a time. I got multi-generational rage right now, and you're got the audacity to tell me to take it one at a time. The hell's wrong with you? All right, Coach, let's take it easy. Let's start with BYU marches into this season like they were on a revenge tour sponsored by the Book of Mormon and pre-workout. They beat everything but the IRS. And the committee's going to look me in the eye and say, herder, straight to schedule. Strength of schedule. Herder. That BYU schedule was tougher than Zach trying to log into Sleeper with his own password.
Coach, we don't need to bring that up. What about Tech?
They beat SC so bad, touchdown. Jesus filed a noise complaint. I think he's talking about Notre Dame. Tougher than Nick trying to pronounce Polynesian last names. And still, come on, Notre Dame is out like me after 3 sips of Fireball at my granddaughter's wedding.
You said Fireball?
Is that you got Ole Miss in there pretending they still? Oh, he's talking about the committee. You got Alabama sneaking in like they found a fucking cheat code. You got Miami somehow above teams with actual resumes, and both my sons, the holiest and most vengeful Cougar Nation, left sitting at home for the holidays like they were watching reruns of Matlock with me.
Well, some of the analysts are saying BYU don't have enough top tier
wins. Zachary, you haven't had a top tier fantasy win since week 2. She's dunking on you. This is ridiculous. BYU both had better resumes than half the team in the top 4. And if the committee had even one working on they'd see it.
Tweaking.
Coach, what would you say to the committee right now? I'd say, listen here, you bold projected biscuit brains, you strength of schedule static and softies, you eye test failing, analytic abusing, playoff picking possums. Put BYU in, put Notre Dame in, or I will march into that building with a VHS copy of the 1988 season and invoke the double Matlock clause.
Jesus, oh dear Lord.
Coach, that's not legal. It is now. You know what? Get me off of this thing. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Why do I even come on this program? These boys don't know. These boys wouldn't know their ass if it was handed to them. Jesus, always a pleasure here, Coach. Appreciate it, Coach.
Absolutely, Coach. I mean, wow.
A lot to digest there. I mean.
Pretty legendary stuff out of Coach.
There's some fucking shots in there.
Safe to say he's not thrilled. Yeah, I don't know. Did BYU and Notre Dame get robbed? I don't really know. Me personally, I love Coach.
Okay? Yeah, great man.
Personally, I would say BYU should get in over Notre Dame. But hey, I might agree with that. I don't know if that's ridiculous to say. I don't know if Coach is tweaking, but what I will say is I was at a lovely board, basically like our actual board for the school, a Christmas party. So, it's a lot of Catholics. So they were talking, Notre Dame comes up. Wow, crazy what happened to Notre Dame. And, my boss, the principal of school, she loves Notre Dame. So I was loving it. She's got the sign, play like a champion, in her office.
Oh, no.
And I went in there. I said,
quit like a champion too, huh?
I said, guess we're in the same boat, huh? And she was like, don't start. And I'm like, play like a champion unless you don't make the playoffs, huh? Then you just quit. She was like, get out of my and she started yelling at me. I was like, well, what are you going to do? Yeah, it was worth it. So then they were like, man, crazy what happened. I'm like, here's what I'll say about Notre Dame. I think it was right. I think the decision was correct, but they should have been ranked ahead of Notre Dame for a while now.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do it at the last game of the year, now that they're finally like right next to each other and you can compare, it's like really that it was BYU in between them that was keeping us. Why don't I just put BYU under both of them and then compare them, and then 2 weeks before it happens, have Miami in already, and then Notre Dame be like, ah man, I guess we're fucked. It's like, yeah, you are. Sorry.
Yeah.
BYU just being kind of. I feel like BYU was almost treated as if they were a Group of 5 team.
That's what I thought. Like,
and it's like this is an 11-1. Like they beat some good teams. They beat Utah, who like
Utah
everyone
on the
loved
road,
Texas
yeah.
Tech because Texas Tech destroyed Utah. So did BYU. So I'm like,
They played the top 4 team twice and
yeah.
lost.
I'm like, dang, my bad. You're telling me if Bama plays Georgia twice and loses twice, but they beat everyone else, they're not in. And I'm sure you could say, well, the other teams they play are good. I'm like, Utah's not good. Like, are all these teams just not good? Also, like they had Utah at like 12 to start the damn or 13 to start the
Yeah.
rankings, and they only went backwards. They basically kept winning.
The gripe that I got with the committee, and I can pull up my tweet too. I did sound off one. Was just hearing the committee chair talk a word salad, trying to make the picture fit of first talking about why BYU's out and saying, hey, conference championship matters. Getting blown out in the conference championship is a problem. Lost them twice with a blowout. Can't have it. And then in the same breath, they were asked, okay, well, Alabama got belt to ass in the championship game. What happened there? Well, they they showed up.
Yeah.
They put the uniform on. They got that big A. They got Big Al. You want me to tell fucking Big Al he can't come in the game? I mean, fucking, he's got his family there. They're an endangered species. What do you want me to do about it? But in all seriousness, I mean, I don't know if you got a chance to hear the explanation, but he was saying that the difference between those teams was that Alabama looked good in the first half against Auburn. They went on the road for a tough rivalry game against Auburn and put 17 points up in the first half. They looked good. And, they had a goal line stand on 4th and goal against Auburn, who could have, got a clutch stop. And it's like,
sure. It's like, who gives
Auburn
a shit?
fired their
Auburn?
coach week 6.
Auburn's 5-7.
Because he made the mistake of talking about Notre Dame's last game of the season. He goes, yeah, they went on the road against Stanford and they took care of business, but Bama.
Dude, Ty Simpson threw for 122 yards. What are you talking about? They almost lost. It was a tie game in the fourth quarter. We're not going to talk about the collapse.
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, look, just call it the Alabama Invitational, okay? I actually saw a great graphic. I should have thrown it up on the program for the Alabama Invitational, Disney product.
Yep.
Because it's just, it doesn't make sense. First of all, why do we have a matchup? Why do we have matchups that we already saw? Why are we seeing Alabama, Oklahoma again?
I know.
Why am I seeing Tulane, Ole Miss again?
Yeah.
It's not the best 12 teams. It's whatever the fucking committee wants.
Yeah, it's whatever fits into their little thing. Like obviously they get hamstrung by having to put a group of 5 in there. That's just how the bylaws are.
Sure.
I mean, they do have to put at least one, but how it's worded is it's just the top 5 ranks. So then obviously the ACC decided to just shoot itself in the back of the head like the positivity rabbit. And now you don't even get it. Now you don't have a good man. He's like, I don't want to be here anymore. It's negative. And you're sitting there and like you have an ACC team in, yes, but they didn't take one of the automatic spots. So now they took an at-large that could have went to Notre Dame if Miami was just an ACC champion. And then I think less people would have cared. If it was Tulane as the 12 going to play Oregon, and then you have Miami and Notre Dame and Alabama and all that, and you're like, all right, I mean, it's whatever. Cool. It's just like a big deal now because now my thing is like, we used to complain about a team that was 12-0 or 11-1 being number 3 and getting left out of a BCS. Now we're complaining about 9-3 teams. Like,
it's too much.
Who gives a fuck?
That's the
like,
tough
was
part.
Texas gonna run the table? Was Vandy gonna run the table? Like everyone's saying, man, you left out teams that could have won. Vandy could have won, bro. You believe that they lost to Bama?
Yes,
they lost to Texas. Yeah. So like, who would they have then run the table against? Because they'd have to play Bama and then Ohio State and then Georgia and then Texas Tech in a championship. They're not running the table. Are you out of your mind? Like, what are we talking about? You couldn't run like if you take let's take one of these stupid ass teams for example. Hold on, let me go find it. What's a dumbass team? Texas. Who was complaining the most? Texas?
Texas was complaining pretty good.
Okay, let's go back to Texas. Like so Texas would need to win. There was only one time this year where Texas won 4 games in a row. Okay? Cuz
Played a tough Florida squad, apparently, is all I'm
like
hearing.
oh, man, hold on. Let me I'm not yeah. So if they get in as an at-large, right? They got to win 4 games in a row. There was only one time where they won 4 games in a row, and guess what? They played Kentucky and Mississippi State as 2 of those teams.
Great ball club. Went to overtime against Mississippi State.
Went to OT. So you're telling me, and then went. So say another version of it is okay. Maybe get easy. Maybe you start with Kentucky and Mississippi State. The big win against Vandy. Guess what? You lose to Georgia.
And not just Lou, you get belt ass.
Like let's go to Vandy. Like when was their moment in the sun? Let's find it here. Click on Vandy. Okay, so they won 4 straight games. They won 5 to start the year. So here's would have been their big time 4 straight wins to run the table, because I guess all these teams can run the table now if we put them in.
Sure.
Virginia Tech, South Carolina, who's horrible, Georgia State, and Utah State. And then when they had to finally play a team here, so look for example, here's a 4 game run that would be akin to the playoff bracket. Bama, LSU, kind of, Missouri, kind of, and Texas. They went 2-2, but they're gonna fucking run the table if we put them in. What are we talking about? Am I losing my mind or something? That everyone deserves to be in? No, you don't. You could barely run the table on your normal schedule.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw people saying, I mean, if we're throwing 3 lost teams in there, we should definitely throw Michigan. It's like, brother, before Michigan gets in, SC's getting in. Like, if we're talking about 3 lost teams,
I'm saying, I was just sitting there like, what do you mean they deserve to be in?
The committee, I don't know if you recall from the rhetoric that the committee's used for years, it was always any team that's got 3 losses is automatically disqualified. Guess who's the first team in playoff history to go in with 3 losses?
Bama, sure. And even some of them, like Oklahoma, running the table. Like, sure, they've proven they can win 4 straight, because the 4 straight that they won to end the year was Tennessee, Bama, Missouri, and LSU. But that's not how it would be in the playoff. It would be, okay, maybe a Tennessee in the first round, and then you beat Bama, but you're not playing Missouri. Then you're playing Ohio State, and then you're playing Indiana in the championship. You're not running the table and winning.
Yeah.
You're not doing that.
I'm not disagreeing with that. I just think, like, I think they said the quiet part out loud recently. Because I've been hearing a lot of people change their argument from actual football to just the revenue side. Like,
and I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying that Bama is going to run the table.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
they're a draw.
There's like probably 4 teams that can actually win, and it's probably the 4 with a bye. Maybe Oregon, if you actually believe in A&M. Like, okay, sure, Ole Miss is not winning the national championship.
How crazy would that be?
Oklahoma and Bama are not winning the national championship. So I'm just sitting here like, what are we talking? Why do we care? I always feel like at the end of the whole rainbow, the team that was supposed to win is going to win.
I do
and
think
if you didn't get put in, then you didn't deserve to win.
I do think it is crazy that Miami is a 10 seed at 10-2 behind a 10-3 Bama. Like, that to me is still insane. Like,
yeah,
I would have been okay if it would have been. Well, no, it's still an SEC matchup.
I mean,
we didn't even get to see it. If it was
they
Alabama,
set the precedent last year, though. I mean, with not dropping SMU at all. You know, like they set it, and like they went in, and
didn't they drop them like 2 spots, but they were still in it?
I don't know I don't know if they did drop.
Because I thought they were an 8 seed before they played, and they were a 10 seed.
Maybe, but it was so weird with like who was the champion and who wasn't, because you didn't have any of those. You know,
I can pull it up right now.
Yeah, pull it up.
They were an 11 seed. Yeah, they went into that game as a. I think they went into that championship game. Let me see if I can pull up their schedule. They went into the championship game. Oh, great. It pulled up the 20. Oh, I'm getting so many ads. Amazon, please. Now's not the time. Thank you. Let me see if I can pull up the 2020.
They were ranked 8th.
Yeah,
I just don't know. I just don't know where that would have put them. Because remember, like they were only 11th in the thing because remember how the conference champions would always get the bye,
mm-hmm.
and Arizona State was behind them, and Boise State was still ahead. So maybe they dropped a spot. Let's look at the next. Yeah,
I think because I remember the committee talking about that this week about like SMU got dropped because they were I think like
I'll find
8
it right now. Hold on.
going into it, and then they lost.
So SMU was they were 9 when they were 10-1. They were 9, and then they went to week 15 and they got up to 8, and they were 11-1. And then the last in the week 16 rankings, they dropped 2 spots.
Okay.
So they dropped from 8. So they dropped behind Indiana and behind Boise State, who Boise State won their conference championship, and they put them up to 9. But then they ended up being the 3 seed. So that's why it got kind of weird.
Yeah,
And Bama just stayed. Basically, they didn't drop them behind Bama.
that was the problem.
I mean, yeah, I don't have an issue. They could have dropped Bama to like what behind Miami.
Could have dropped them to Miami. Yeah, they could have dropped them to a 10, and then
have
Miami goes
play Oklahoma and have Bama play A&M. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have cared that much. I mean, it would have been fine by me. I don't give a shit. They're all gonna lose.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think it matters.
It's the damn Signetti Bowl at this point.
It's Signetti's to lose.
Literally.
You got to earn the right to play Signetti. Oh, Sig at the Rose Bowl too.
I know. Might have to go. Fuck.
I think you need redemption. I think you need like your ticket.
I know, shit.
Paid back. Like I think they owe you. Hey, come watch a game. All right. See what you can.
Yeah. See some good ball.
It would be kind of full circle if Signetti takes the mantle from Bama.
It would be.
I'm the new sheriff.
But I run shit now.
I just don't think they're getting past Oklahoma. Like I don't think they're getting out of Norman alive.
Yeah, it'd be tough.
I think there's just a couple blitzes coming their way that like Tyson is going to shit his pants. It's going to be like it's going to be like the game we saw on Monday. Just turnovers on turnovers, and you're like, how is this happening? What's going on here? And that just goes to show you when you can't run the football. I mean, there's not really much you can do outside of it. Like you can't get pressure off yourself. Okay, I think we beat that dead horse into the fucking turf. Which gears once more over into the NFL. Let's see what our top 10's looking like as we enter. Is it week 14 that we're going to?
Yeah, week 14, I think. Yeah, or no, week 15. Week 15.
Yeah.
Week 15.
What are we working with here? Okay. Oh no.
Yeah, BBL new tier unlocked. Fake as shit.
Oh,
I mean, we'll start from the top. I mean,
yeah.
Rams at 1. Packers have moved up a little bit. There hasn't been much real shakeup. Texans are pretty. They're starting to climb, man. Those guys are absolutely flying around.
Their defense.
And then the Eagles have obviously been the team that has taken the biggest slide. They have fallen off all the way down to the BBL tier. The BBL tier means you are fake.
Yeah,
you're fake as shit. Fake a squad. And I said we were BBL probably about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I was first to diagnose. I believe. Let me see what game it was after. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. Let's say it was. I believe
the Bears game.
It might have been. No, it might. I think it was after we beat the Lions. We beat the Lions, and then Buddy posted the thing about the tier list, and they're like. It was like all these funny ones like BBL tier because they're fake. And he's like, Zach, what do you think? I'm like, put the Eagles in BBL. I promise you we're frauds. Sure enough, next week, lose to the Cowboys, and he loses the Bears, and we're looking like we are frauds.
It's an unfortunate situation.
It is pretty sick. Pretty sickening.
Especially with the BBL itself, like you're looking and you're like, hey, we got some substance here, but then you look underneath, it's not real.
It's not real.
It's a whimsy. It's a woozy.
It's a wazzy. Yeah. Not good. Not good at all.
I mean, top 5 seemed pretty solid. I almost wanted to change the Packers to Toyota-thon Packers and put them at 2. Because I think in this Toyota-thon stretch right now, they're kind of doing their thing.
Yeah, they're dialed.
It is the craziest thing because I feel like I say it every single week. I still don't know what I have with the Patriots based on their schedule. And it's not a fault of their own.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
They're going to play the Bills again here. So, I mean, if they go 2-0 against the Bills this year, I got to kind of be like, all right. I mean, these guys aren't fucking around.
I'll tip it for sure.
Because it's been a while since they've been kind of schooling the Bills.
Yeah. Back in the Tom Brady days. This old Brady hung it up. It was like Josh Allen said, this is my division. Yeah, the Bears at 7 is pretty good. I mean, they're still they're a solid ball club. They're a tough out. The Niners, I never really know what I'm getting with them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the graphic that was put on Instagram of the top receiving leaders.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey's 5th.
Sure is.
How the fuck is that working?
Absolutely phenomenal.
It is one of the craziest stats of all time. And this is a team that paid a receiver, what, $30 million a year? Guy supposed to take the field?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not ideal.
Nope. Not what you want to see.
Not ideal at all for them.
Well,
yeah. So I mean,
are the Lions almost in BBL territory?
They're potential BBLers. Are the Broncos potential BBLers? Maybe. I mean, I think the Broncos and Patriots could still theoretically be potential BBLers. I mean, they're 11-2, but it's like, man, I don't know. There's something about it I don't trust.
Yeah.
Whereas I know, and maybe the Bears could be BBLers too. Maybe.
Yeah.
There's a world there. Where they really aren't what they claim to be.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I've heard from many Chicago fans. They lose games.
Yep.
All of a sudden, Caleb painting his fingernails is a real big fucking problem.
Slowly.
So, either you start winning some more games again, or just take the nail polish off, pal. It's really not that difficult. You're a great player. Just don't have to do your own gimmick. You're a Heisman winner.
Don't do it.
Just be fucking normal, please.
Sure.
Yeah, Jaguars making their way up there. The Chargers, I don't really know what to believe with the Chargers because I couldn't figure out if the Chargers O-line was shit because, let's be real, without Jalen Carter, that pass rush is not that crazy. Like, it's good, but it's not like with Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter presses that pocket, makes everything different. I don't think I saw Justin Herbert really run a progression without scrambling. Like, I don't know if that's the offense, but if it's me and I got a quarterback that just broke his hand and has screws and a plate, I'm not running.
Yeah, we don't want him running around out there.
Because I fear he's going to be in a Josh Allen situation like at the end of the year against the Chiefs where he broke his hand and it's like, okay, and we're done.
And we are done, absolutely.
So they might be in BBL as well. Could have a couple of teams getting in BBL. Jaguars, if they somehow choke. Colts might actually have to be in BBL. I just realized that.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know.
There's his injury. Yeah.
This is more so a tough scenario.
That's pretty good. Let's kind of move over to our picks this week. Close this thing out for the people. We got a slate started with, speak of the devil, the Chargers going up to Kansas City, huh? Kansas City 5.5-point favorite. After the performance that I witnessed, and I don't know if you heard Travis Kelce saying, I'm doing everything this year. It's just not working.
Yeah.
Working hard. I'm eating my Wheaties. I'm going to bed. I'm saying my prayers, and it's just I can catch football.
Yeah. That guy can't do shit right.
Oh. I mean, he did do a full, when you go to a wedding, what's it called, where the bride tosses the bouquet? Is it the bouquet toss?
Yeah.
That turnover, he did a perfect bouquet toss. It hit him in the hands. He goes, nope, not mine. That was pretty good. I think we're both thinking that even if the Chiefs win, they're just not covered by 5.5 with this offense. Like, it's either Chris Jones might actually kill Justin Herbert. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
Like, Spags is going to blitz like crazy. So, are you thinking that the Chiefs win but don't cover?
I am thinking that. I think the Chargers might win this thing.
Think so? I think the Bolts get it done.
I think there's a world where the Chargers win this thing, and this thing is it's Chiefs GG.
GG.
Yeah, it's GG got next.
You give us a GG. Do you think there's a spring cleaning going on as soon as they finish? A little clean house, like, hey, we're keeping Mahomes, Kelsey, go to the light. Everybody else, you're fucking gone.
Yeah. See you later. Could be. I just don't understand what really happened because, like, once Rashee Rice got back, it was like, all right, they got Worthy, they got Brown, they got Rice. I mean, it should be. I mean, maybe just because they haven't been able to run the ball at all. That's probably been the biggest thing for them, I would assume.
That's what I think the problem is every team knows that they got to pass. So it's like Mahomes is their top rusher. Like,
that's not ideal.
You want to save that for Super Bowl time because that's when the magic happens.
Absolutely.
Speaking of the Magic, let's go over Bildo game, Buffalo, New England, up in New England. I think we're both thinking Buffalo -1.5. I think they split the series. I just don't. I don't think this Patriots team is dominant enough to sweep. Like we said, if they sweep, you definitely got my attention. I think you're a solid ball club, but
Yeah.
I just don't know. Like we said, you're kind of in BBL territory.
Mm-hmm.
Could be in there. Don't let the record fool you. This guy could tell you from it being an Eagles fan. What was the record before the collapse? 11-1, 11-2.
I think we were 11-1.
So record
Yeah.
don't really say it's a good ball club.
No.
So we'll see what happens there, and then we'll skedaddle on over to Green Bay up at 5280 and Mile High. You're running with Toyotathon, huh?
I'm rolling. I'm down. I'm down with these guys. I think they're eventually the Broncos are going to lose a close one, I think.
Ooh, okay. I don't know. I was just feeling like Denver's defense. I want to see how Green Bay does against Denver's defense because they are one of the top defenses. I think they win with a walk-off field goal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they take care of the business. But we'll see. I mean, can the Packers establish the run with Josh Jacobs? Because that opens everything else up with the play action.
Yeah.
So it'll be a fun one. Probably going to snow up there. Another fun one, MCDC and Jared Goff coming to town. LA Rams versus Detroit Lions. I think the Rams continue the momentum that we saw against Arizona. I think the big thing that concerns me is Jahmyr Gibbs at the backfield.
Jahmyr Gibbs is a problem.
I'm not really concerned about Amon-Ra because I don't think that Jared Goff is going to have time to find him in the progression. Like, I think this ball is going to have to come out pretty fast.
Yeah.
I think we're in for a repeat of what happened to Darnold when he was a little bit this year, but more so when he was at the Vikings in the playoffs. Like, he just can't establish anything.
Yeah.
But we got to stop Jahmyr Gibbs. So
I think I'm looking at this thing from like a more big picture. I just feel like this seems like a time where Lions come in, they get a big win on the road, and then the Rams beat them in the playoffs. And it's like, oh, okay, that was fun. That's like my prediction. Like they get like the regular season like hype win.
Yeah.
Then they play again in the playoffs when it's really on the line, and Jared Goff goofs, and there you go. GG go next.
Gooflosky scores.
That's my kind of prediction. Not necessarily X's and O's now. I do think Gibbs is a problem. Yeah. If Gibbs gets loose a couple times, it's like, oh, holy shit. This could be
attack that guy.
Could be a real issue here. All it takes is, one of the pass rushers getting home. One time on Stafford, you get a weird thing going on, or maybe like you go up early with Gibbs and a turnover, and it's like 10-0, and you're like, all right, now the Rams got to kind of scratch and claw a little bit. Not as much play action happening, and they can make it weird. But I think if they win this game, the Rams 1,000,000%, if they play in the playoffs, beat them in the playoffs. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean this is the one that I kind of was a little bit questionable about as far as this thing goes on, because I think there's a chance that the Rams could lose this one because they're looking forward to that Seattle matchup on Thursday.
Okay,
so I can see that.
Yeah, a little look ahead.
I'm just looking at the totality, like the way that they've played this back half of the season, like aside from the Panthers game, and they still almost won that, like they've looked really fucking good on both sides of the football. And we've been able to kick field goals. Like all three phases are doing it. I don't know that MCDC in that defense has the answers for Puka. Yeah. And that's just one of the problems. I think Devontae has a good game too. I just think that the Rams are going to have too many weapons for this team. Well, we'll see any given Sunday.
And never know what can happen.
Someone gets home on Stafford and
shit gets weird.
Game.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think I'm calling the revenge game for Stafford.
Okay.
Like I think they booed the shit out of him when he was there last time and did his thing. Almost won the playoffs, and I think now he's like, all right, Jared Goff, come back home, come get his ass whooping. You know what I mean? That's kind of. I think Stafford goes back into the time traveling trailer, gets his body right, into the back tank, gets out of there, and we just kind of keep this thing moving.
Yep.
I don't know if Goof is going to be able to get the ball to Jameer because I fully expect that like Jameer's going to try to chip and release, and there's a possibility that either BY or just Jared he might steamroll Gibbs coming out of the backfield. Like their route might not be there because it's just like, oh, he got fucking slammed. Like there's no hot read. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I don't know. I'm always surprised. But yeah, I'm gonna ride with my boys. And then closing out the slate here, we got Philip Rivers and Indiana.
I got the Unk Bowl, baby. They cover. All I'm looking for is a cover.
I'm a little worried for his safety.
I feel like he comes out and he lights it up and probably gets annihilated towards the end of the game, but they cover.
So
That's
you
what
lose
I'm going.
Philip Rivers loses
Philip
his
Rivers
soul,
dies.
but you
He
cover.
dies, but I cover. And I put a nice little 1 up there on the top right. Oh yeah, that's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for a good, solid. Give me a solid like half of football. Give it where like, dang, Colts are up by 3 at half. Okay, shit, and then they totally come apart and someone almost dies, but they lose by they literally lose by 13 because the Seahawks miss like one of their extra points or something. You're like, fuck yes, man, easy cover, never in doubt. I think he's got 1 game in him.
I don't know that he does, dude. Did you hear the press conference when they asked him what his weight was?
No, I did not.
They asked him about his weight today. He said, to be honest with you, I don't know. He said, but I'm being real with you. I've never been running away from anybody anyways. So
Sure.
it's not really my game. There's a good chance that Leonard Williams just forearm checks him into the turf and he just realizes I'm a tad of tad. Like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
I coach high school ball.
Sure.
I'm really worried about that because that D line can get home.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Ernest Jones might kill him.
He could die. He could die out there for sure. But he ain't nothing else he wants to do in this life than to die out there on that football field.
I think the NFL should have done.
Yeah, they shouldn't have allowed this to happen. Like he passed a physical like that quick. That was that easy.
But if he passed a physical, how does he not know what he weighs? Because physical, you gotta.
Great point. Great question.
I feel like the NFL should have put out a mandate that the Giants needed to release Jameis Winston and the Colts needed to pick him up, and that was how you had to finish the season.
Yeah.
The old Jameis Winston experience.
Yeah. That would be one way to go out.
Because the only other option is the Carson Wentz experience, but he's out for right now. So, T's and P's, hope he feels better. But they should have said, hey, Philip, we appreciate you, brother. We want ratings. Mr. W. Get in there.
Absolutely.
You and Shane Steichen, let's cook. I don't see a world where if Riley Leonard's healthy, I would rather throw Philip Rivers out there at 44 to just fight for his life after getting this playbook 5 days before the game. I feel like this is elder abuse.
It could be.
Because this defense, it's not like you're playing the Raiders, like you said. It's not like, okay, we're going to switch you in. You're going to play the Raiders. You're going to get your confidence. No, you're going against a great team. And, oh, by the way, JSN might have us down by 21, and you got to figure out a way to get us out of there.
Sure.
Jonathan Taylor might not be able to get past line of scrimmage because that D-line is so efficient.
Sure. Absolutely.
What the fuck are we doing?
Literally, what are we doing? We'll see how it goes. I got faith.
Why did they just get old Kurt Benkirk out there? He's been putting his videos out there. He says he's ready.
Yeah, let anybody do it.
He's a young fella. Just get somebody out there that I don't have to watch him die.
Yeah, preferably.
Get Ellinger out there, man. Let the fucking gunslinger run it,
please. Give him one ride. Hey, he's gonna put a great half. I'm telling you.
I don't know that he's got a half, brother. I don't know that he's got a drive.
He's got a good half in him. He's got a solid maybe 2.5 quarters. Maybe he could push 3. Maybe run the rock. Hey, just turn around, hand off JT.
I think he's
JT,
gonna be in the
JT
shotgun.
play action. JT play action. JT play action.
I don't know that he's gonna be
right down
under
the field.
center. I think he's gonna be in the gun, and it's gonna be too predictable. It's gonna look like the clip of Uncle Rico throwing in the middle of the field. He's throwing sidearm and shit. That's what we're.
That's what it's gonna look like, or just like he throws like 5 passes and it's just like rotator cuff is just done.
Yeah, fucking
He's
just
like, guys,
he's.
I'm out, guys.
Yeah, and then Shane Steichen's gonna do like KOC on that Thursday. No. Hey,
Yeah,
you're good. You're
all
good.
bad.
Stay out there.
It is all bad.
Oh
shit.
God. I'm praying for you, Philip. I hope you're okay, brother. Because
Please, Philip, you can do it, Philip.
this defense. Oh my God. Why? Like you said, why did the NFL? This is on you, NFL. This is in your hands. They should have forced them and said, no, you got to sign Cam Newton before you do it. Like, Cam could at least take a hit. I don't know if 44-year-old Phillips could take a hit, man. You know what? It's his problem to figure out. On that note, I think we've gone through everything. You know,
I think we got it.
had a great conversation with Coach Lou. I really wanted to ask him about his matchup this week. I wanted to congratulate him on making the playoffs, but he seemed like he was in more of a pissed off mood than a fire kettle, you know. Yeah, let us know, folks, in the comments what you think. You know, did BYU get snubbed worse? Did Notre Dame get snubbed? You know, what should have really happened in this top 12 situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we got for you, folks. We appreciate you tuning in, and
Slowly.
make sure to catch us next week on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. We are now on Spotify and also on Apple Music, so we look forward to seeing you folks there. Again, same rules apply. If you tell us we're big dumb dipshits, please let us know in the comments why we're big dumb dipshits.
Exactly.
I mean, we know it. Just don't be a fucking
It would be totally
Goldbrigger.
appreciated.
I mean, you might call him a degenerate. Like, listen, he's not the first gentleman that's seen his team in a tough spot and said, "Hey, let me make a Jack and Coke. Let's put a lot more Jack in there." You know, he had the Henny, so sometimes you get a 3-finger pour, sometimes 4-finger pour. Sometimes it's just
what a way for us to go out here.
Yeah.
We officially have a new profile picture for the sleeper group chat, and I think you can guess whose new mugshot. Whose new mugshot is, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We got a Sharon Moore mugshot. Gosh, man, it was coming. So just so you guys know, obviously our group chat name for our for the IE Sleeper League has always been somebody's mugshot. It started with Tiger Woods, the OG Tiger Woods mugshot. Then we transferred that to Mark Sanchez, obviously, and now obviously due to the ongoing developments today, it is a Sharon Moore mugshot that will be probably ending our playoffs here, unless someone else wants to get going on something crazy. But
yeah, really get after it, really get on the high horse. That's the best news to go out with. That is, what a way, you know? Like, that is, can't script it.
Absolutely phenomenal stuff, people. T's and P's, Sharon, and all involved in whatever the hell. Okay, I've heard a lot of different things. We don't have to go into detail on that.
I keep my
we'll just leave it at that. But hey,
T's and P's hope it works out for everybody.
Oh, man, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, truth will come out. That's all we got to say. You know, truth always comes out. It makes its way through. I got a lot of things that I can think of, and none of them. Like, I'm glad I'm like a pitcher looking at his catcher, and he's telling him, "Hey, throw some junk," and it's like, no, that's not what we should throw here. So my brain is like trying to throw something out there, and the catcher, no, that come on, we got to reel it back in. So before I get myself in any legal issues, take care, folks. Let us know again in the comments what you think, who got snubbed, who's your sleeper team for this playoff run, and why the hell the Pop-Tart Bowl is getting smeared.
Yeah, it's messed up. Some bullshit.
Yeah, I thought Notre Dame. I thought it was prestigious to go to the Pop-Tart Bowl. You know, name another bowl game where you get to eat the mascot. And if you tell me the Duke's Mayo Bowl, I'm going to put you on the watch list.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you next week, folks. Take care.
Slowly. Peace.
Thanks for watching the video. We appreciate you hanging out with us and joining our Stooge adventure. If you like a lot more brain-numbing and dumb Stooge content, make sure to click the social descriptions down below.
We might be posted on there. We might not. But the only way for you to find out is by clicking on those links below. So we hope to see you there.
And make sure to click the subscribe button and that bell.
Subscribe.
do it right now.